Hello and welcome back to the old school Ironman. Last time I conquered my fear of the gauntlet and got my first 100 CG kills. This time I'm committed to sitting my butt here and getting this done. This video does not end until I have the BowFa and the full armor, or I've gotten 400 kills and I'm getting a little depressed. Another range level gained inside the gauntlet, up to 91 range. This doesn't give me a max hit with Eagle Eye, but next level at 92 will give me one, so that'll be super nice. There it is, level 90 fletching. I started this grind last episode, but didn't complete it before the 100 kills. And this is a pretty big moment on Ironman accounts, as it unlocks Amethyst Darts. Amethyst Darts are the best ammo that I can reliably get on an iron, as Dragon Darts aren't sustainable, for when I eventually get a Toxic Blowpipe from Zulrah. And with my crafting and mining levels, I have all the levels I need for it, so I just need to sit my butt at Amethyst and get some good AFK. I've now done 20 more kills since the end of the last video and have only added 2 deaths, so that's a 10-to-1 KD ratio. I'm hoping I can keep that up throughout this episode. I thought I'd give a nice little overview of how I prep. If we're looking at the gauntlet map, this is where I spawned in. I spawned in on the east side. And what I do here is I do a quick rotation of these 6 rooms, looting everything that I can. At the same time, I'm going to pop out these 3 wall rooms because there is a really good chance that there will be a mini boss in one of these rooms, and that will determine what weapon I make. And then from these 8 rooms, I generally get almost all the resources I need for a tier 2 prep. Sometimes I need a second mini boss to get the second weapon. Sometimes I need to go get one random farming. And then once I have all the armor and weapons crafted, I go around the rink here because one of the rooms that surrounds the boss is guaranteed to have a 3 fish spawn in it. So that is my main way of prepping. Another purple scene, another purple mist. Chris, my buddy here, picked up the Ancestral Rope Top. We're now at 5 purple scene, so with our 20%, one of them should have gone to us, but crazy. Oh, I got an elite too. This is a bit of a monumental occurrence for me, but I will now be at drop rate points-wise, and of course we don't get another purple, but I am up to 57 chambers without a purple, 874k points. I've missed 5, and of course I get saltpeter, which is like the worst drop here, but gonna keep going with the chambers, hopefully pick up this dexterous to help with the Corrupted Gauntlet grind, but until then, we go back to the gauntlet. Oh, I got trolled! Oh, I thought it was it. I thought it was it. But we got our first weapon seed at 129 KC. That's 10 crystal shards, essentially. I've now used up all my remaining headless arrows and now have 320k broad arrows, which I should basically never use up. I did get part of the way from 90 to 91 fletching, but I will be doing 90 to 91 fletching purely from Amethyst Darts, as I want to get within boosting range for Dragon Darts for both speed kills and for the Desert Elite Diary, and this will give me about 30k Amethyst Darts to play around with for the Toxic Blowpipe. I just finished my first T1 prep kill. I messed up my prep a lot and just didn't craft the armor and got teleported in with T1 armor made, hence the 7:30 prep timer. It's good to know I can do them, but without Coxpurs, I think having safer kills that are 1 minute slower is worth it for me. But it's good to know that if I need to, I can do a T1 prep kill. It's all confidence and all that sort of stuff. So, huge drop off for solo here. Clement, he got his first drop, Dragon Claws. That's a really good first purple. Unfortunately, I'm still purpleless. I've now missed 6 purples, and we're still in that like 20 to 25, maybe even up to 30% when we do trios, but damn, I need a purple soon. Hopefully before 100 KC, but what loot did I get? At least I got a Dark Relic. Like, I may not get a purple, but I'm getting like 13,000 Herblore experience. I got level 92 range today at Nightmare Zone while I was working, and as mentioned, when I got 91, this level is pretty big because it's an extra max hit on the bow, bringing it up to 36 with the Eagle Eye. I try to avoid the bow as much as possible because it's my worst DPS between the three styles, but now that I've gotten the level sufficiently high and a sufficiently high max hit, I think I'll just take whatever the first two weapons are, regardless of the style. Another little update, I am now well above the KD ratio of 3 to 1, and I really don't think there's any turning back at this point. I've figured this place out. I still suck at the game, but I've at least figured CG out. Most days are between 5 to 1 or 10 to 1 kill death ratio, depending on how focused I am. So that's pretty nice. To help me get through some kills, I did a cool little thing where I reset my XP before I run and tallied up all the experience I gained in that run, and I'll put it on screen now. And as you kind of expect, most of the experience is in combat, but there are some small token experience in like smithing and crafting. And if I'm getting 240 experience in each per run, multiply that by 400 kills, that's basically a free 100k crafting and smithing experience. So I guess that's like a tiny perk of going dry here. But I am sufficiently leveled in both of those skills that I don't think I'm going to gain a non-combat level here, but I will always take this passive experience. And that is the end of my longest day at the Corrupted Gauntlet yet. I'm up to 222 kills total, which means that today I did 42 kills. I really hope that I never do as many kills as I did today ever again. No rare drops as well, but that is the CG life. So, first big drop scene, Buddy Solo got the Dragon Hunter crossbow. That would have been super nice for me to get, because I'm using a rune crossbow right now, but, it's a drop for him. I wish I got it! Oh, I got a light. It's green. It's green. Green is tier 2 drops. Alright, I got my first purple. Let's see what we're going to get. Oh, it's a Dinny B. Din's Bulwark. Oh, okay. The Din's Bulwark was the first purple, or I guess green, that I've gotten, and I think it's arguably the worst one. Every other Chambers item would improve my DPS in here, but the Din's does have some kind of minor uses on Slayer for aggroing mobs with its special attack, and tanking things in the wilderness. But yeah, this is fucking rough. Oh, Perfect Elm Trio, let's go! I'm actually good at this game! I don't know if I'll ever be good enough to get the full Master Task complete, but maybe after the point CA changes and some gear upgrades, it could be a stretch goal for me, but for now, it just feels good to get what feels like a difficult task done. I completely missed this. Maybe I got it at CG, maybe I got it at Chambers, but I am over 200 million total experience now. Wow, that is a lot to get on an iron. The days played is up to 128, though. I do think that that is a little bit inflated with the longer logout timer now, as I waste a lot of time bank standing while editing, and probably in the future when I'm editing this video, I will be bank standing while logged in. The kill count is 241, which is a big moment, at least for me. This means that the kill-death ratio is over 4.0. I'm now dying a hell of a lot less, and maybe I'm dying once per day, and it's always just some stupid mistake rather than not being able to do the content. Well, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Buddy Solomon, you saw his claws, you saw his Dragon Hunter crossbow, and he just got Dex and the pet. Holy crap. I'm a little salty, but I'm also not salty. Now my points are going to be even worse because they're just going to be getting even more points. But we're almost at 100 kills. That is Ulm kill count number 100. Unfortunately, I did not get a lot of points there because I did die, but we did set our new fastest trio just because it was a really quick raid. But that is 100 Chambers of Xerix, and all I have is the Din's Bulwark. It actually fucking sucks. But, oh well. Like, I should probably have 1.5 to 2 purples with my current points, and unfortunately, I just got the 1 purple that's the worst. But onwards and upwards. I think this is going to be a break for me for Chambers, at least until I get the Crystal Armor. I think with the Crystal Armor, I'll be able to pull a lot more points, and it'll be a lot less of me wasting my time here. Well, I feel like an idiot. I got super hyped, went into this whole monologue, and 10 minutes later, I realized I wasn't recording. So yeah, no enhanced weapon seed reaction, but now I have one and can go ahead and make the BowFa. This has definitely reinvigorated my want to grind and get the 4 crystal armor seeds. By the way, the kill count was 272 when I got the seed, so spooned, but not overly spooned. I am committed. I grabbed all the loot that I've gained so far, threw it in my inventory, and I am not leaving this room until at least 5 out of 6 armor seeds, and hopefully 6 out of 6 before I leave, but I might get bored of it. Expect another 200-ish kills, but I'm hoping that the armor seeds can turn around a little bit, as it's already been about 200 kills since my last armor seed. And of course, I have the Diddy B on to flex in between my CG kills. The good news about getting the enhanced weapon seed before completing the armor is that it gives me a rare chance of picking up a second enhanced seed, which would give me access to the Blade of Sailder. It's not worth grinding out specifically for the blade because it's only a really small increase over the Abyssal Tentacle, but if you get lucky on a second, there's no reason not to make it and corrupt it. That is 300 kill count. This is the drop rate of completing the armor and having all 6 armor seeds. Unfortunately, I still only have the 2, but I'm not going to complain as having the enhanced at 300 is good enough for now. Though if I get to 400 to 500 kills, I might just have to start complaining about those armor seed drops. Oh shit! I didn't even realize I was getting the perfect Corrupted Gauntlet, but I finally got it. I was talking to my friends yesterday, and I was like, is it embarrassing that I'm 300 KC and I didn't get the perfect Corrupted Gauntlet? And they said yes, so I am no longer embarrassed. Oh, yes! I got an armor seed. Oh, I'm 3 out of 6. Yes! Armor seed at number 4. Oh, yes! Let's freaking go! 5 out of 6 on armor. That was kill count 380, which means I now have 5 crystal armor seeds. What does this mean? Well, I can now kind of do content that isn't the gauntlet. It's obviously best to have 6 out of 6 armor seeds, but for stuff like Chambers of Xeric, it's not necessarily the end of the world if I only bring the 2 pieces of the armor, the body and the top, and I leave the helm in the bank. So I think I've kind of unlocked the ability to go back to Chambers with the boys. So I'm going to keep grinding this out, but if they ask me to go Chambers, I think I'm going to say yes and give myself a break from Corrupted Gauntlet. I'm not sure if I'm going crazy here, but is there normally a pattern on the ground? I've honestly spent 200 hours here, and I don't think I've noticed it before this kill. Maybe it's just a glitch? I'm not sure. Okay, let's investigate. Is there that pattern on the boss room? There is. I swear this is new. I think I'm going crazy. There is kill count 400. I have hit the drop rate of the enhanced weapon seed, so I'm no longer lucky. But the boys are on, and it's time to raid, so I'm going to leave here for the first time in 4 days and go make the BowFa. I believe all we do is we come over to this crystal area and we can make a whole bunch of shit. So I want to be careful here, not I can undo all the stuff I make, but what I'm going to be making first is the Bow of Ferdinand. It is crafted. And then we're also going to corrupt the bow. Now what this does is it costs an additional 1900, so 2000 total on the crystal shards. And it essentially makes it unlimited. No ammo, no crystal shard charges. So, seeing as this is my best friend until I get a twisted bow, which might never happen, I am good to just corrupt this the whole way. Will cost 1900, and the 100 that are stored in the bow have been used to reduce the cost because it normally costs 2000. We will corrupt the Bow of Faradine, and now it is unlimited. And armor-wise, the helmet takes 1, the body takes 3, and the legs take 2. So you need 6 in total. And I'm just going to make the body and legs now, and then we can make the helm later when we get the final seed. Luckily, we saw a crystal impling as we were crafting all that stuff, and I was able to go to the bank. And are we going to get anything good once we catch it? 2 dragon stones. That's not terrible. I think that might be one of the better drops I've had so far from the 6 I've caught. I don't have the rest of my best in slot range gear on me right now, but it does have some semblance of looking good right now. But you're able to actually recolor both the bow and the armor. I don't know what I want to do with the armor yet, but I'm almost confident that I want to have the bow be blue. I think it's going to look really good. I think that's my favorite color of it, but the armor I'm not sold on yet, so I'm going to play around. I think maybe white, maybe black. We'll see once I have the full set and we can pick. Now the crystal armor can't be corrupted, so I'm going to have all these crystal shards in the bank to keep repairing it every time it loses charge. Right now there's 2,500 charges on both the body and legs. And I think I can add a bunch of them. I was able to add 175 shards to each of them. And now there's a total of 20,000 charges remaining. And we're down to 200 crystal shards, which will be basically enough for the helmet once I get that final armor seed. But let's go do some chambers. This man is actually so spooned. He has like maybe 100 group raids done, and he has like 5 massive drops. The 2 rooms where I've noticed the BowFa having the biggest impact is both Mystics and Tightrope. Both of these rooms just aren't really good with Ruby Bolts because there are multiple enemies with a smaller HP pool. Plus with Mystics, the majority of the damage from Ruby procs is not multiplied by the salve effect, so it's like I basically don't have one on. But with the BowFa, you can just cut through them like butter. And because of the rooms we do, there's about a 50% chance that any one raid will have Mystics in it. I seem to be getting about 30% of the points now, which is pretty nice when I'm doing trios. And with Rigor, I could maybe get that up to 33, 34%. So that is my new personal best for points. I got 22,000. And over a third of it in a trio. I think that's the highest I've gone if you include unscaled raids. 22k. If I can consistently get above 20k with this BowFa, I will be happy. And Rigor will be ours soon. No way! No way! No way! No way! Okay, I messed up in editing. And I missed my reaction for the first one. But holy crap, I got my second one. Oh, I was just like, please be over. Let me get this weapon armor seed. I was like, I'm totally gonna get a second one. But yeah, I now have 2 enhanced weapon seeds, so I guess I have a blade. Yes, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done the armor. Oh, okay, I got my last armor seed, which means I have everything I need from here. Looking at the collection log, I got 6 armor seeds and 2 enhanced crystal weapon seeds, which means, quite literally, I don't ever need to come back here. That was my final kill. I am done with Corrupted Gauntlet at 458 kills. Come over to the Crystal Singing Bowl, and we're able to make a Blade of Saildor here for 100 shards. Now, in order to corrupt this, we need to add another 900 shards onto it, and I only have 510, so we're going to have to get a little bit more of that. But we're going to make the Crystal Helm, which means we now have full crystal armor. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, it's just like, this has been 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks to the day of me doing Gauntlet basically all my free time. So with my armor fully charged, I have 272 shards to go, which means I need another about 750 shards, and I could just go and keep doing Corrupted Gauntlet. It would take me like another 75 or so kills, so a couple days of doing that. But I do not want to do that. I want to say goodbye to the Corrupted Gauntlet forever, and I'm going to get it a different way. So it's not really a secret, but this is my plan. I am Thieving Elves. They have a 1 in 35 chance of dropping a Crystal Shard. And because I have the Rogue's outfit on, I get 2 each time that happens. On top of that, I also have a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting enhanced teleport seeds, and those can be exchanged in for 150 shards each. So it should be about like 100, 150 per hour, but we'll see just how lucky we get. In terms of improving my thieving success rate, I have the already hard diary, which gives me a big buff. I have the thieving cape, which is another 10% buff. And then I also have these dodgy necklaces. So every time I fail, there's a chance that I won't get stunned and won't take damage. And it uses up a charge each time. And then I also have Shadow Veil, which reduces my chance of being caught when pickpocketed, but still with all these buffs together, it's still only like a 50% success rate. So it's going to be a lot of fails. This is a really cool feeling. They added the enhanced coin pouches for thieving if you have like more tiers of the Arty Diary done, so I can get up to 140 now. And when I open this, so it's going to be like, I think like almost 40k cash. That was really cool. I don't know, it just feels good. Our first teleport seeds, I'm probably going to keep one of them just to have around, but every other one will be able to turn in for 150 shards. So about 2,000 pickpockets later, I have 4 enhanced crystal teleport seeds, and I think I have enough crystal shards to do what I need to do. So if we come over to talk to Amrod here, we can turn in our excess seeds and get shards. So we have 4 enhanced crystal teleport seeds. Ideally, I would like to keep one, but for now, I just want to get this over and done with, so I'm going to get rid of all of them. We're going to get 600 shards. And then at the same time, we're also going to get rid of all these crystal weapon seeds. I can use these to make halberds, crystal bow, crystal shield, but honestly, I can just pay the GP cost, and I'd rather have the 10 shards. So I have 1,038 shards, and I needed 900 to corrupt the blade. Come over here and we corrupt the blade. It's going to cost us an additional 900 crystal shards, because there's already 100 in the blade from when I made it. And now the Blade of Sealder is corrupted. This does not change its stats at all. All it does is it makes it so it no longer degrades. Essentially, I just paid for 10 swords worth of shards, and now it won't degrade. We can recolor this like the BowFa, and I decided for this one I want to go for the black crystal, because I think the black crystal looks the best. And this is now our best in slot slash weapon, and it's going to be our best in slot slash weapon until we get a scythe from Theater of Blood. I'm basically, quote unquote, set on this account now, and the rest of the game is open. We're going to be exploring the rest of the game in the next episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It took me 3 weeks to make. By far the longest I've done since the first couple episodes, just because of how many gauntlet kills we did. But if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of your day.